You would be forgiven for thinking that as an Iowan, I am super, super pumped for the Corn Maze. Hey, I'm not that stereotypical, although I will say, I was just at the fair, I saw the butter cow, it was lovely. Hey everybody, I'm Greg Woods. Seriously though, this is a new event in the Marble League. How's this gonna go? We don't know. The gist of it is, it's very easy to get lost in said Corn Maze. Look at how high the walls are. You can't peek, you can't look over top to see where you're going. The goal, of course, get to the bottom and do it before all of the other teams. Blackjacks are trending upward after the last event, but overall still at the top of the standings. As it has been for a little while, it's mellow yellow, at least 2 rounds or more. Also in the showdown, yes, it's a showdown round. Turtle Sliders lead the Crazy Cat's Eyes over Team Plasma, who jumped up 6 spots. They were one of 2 teams to jump up 6. Chocolatiers was the other. And here we go, ready for heat number 1 as they enter the maze. Will there be dead ends? Will there be tricky areas where they could get caught? Well, thus far, the geometry looks like it is somewhat forgiving in the sense that you're not going to go down and completely get stuck and that's the end of your race. But you do see some of the collection points when you carry too much speed, and that does allow other marbles to sneak in underneath, just like we saw there, and get down quickest in a battle for the win in this heat. Top 4 advance. It's Chocolatiers, Rojo Rollers, Wolfpack, and Jungle Jumpers. We did have a DNF, Minty Maniacs. They got stuck. Minty Mint, the reserve, did not finish. Sliders, Cat's Eyes, and Solar Flares also eliminated. Those are the top 2 teams, by the way, Sliders and the Cats. All right, ready in heat number 2. Shout out to Ian and Michelle. Down we come. And Team Primary takes the lead and try to gap themselves, but they're taking a very long way to do it, and they carry too much speed into that horn part of the maze where you go sliding up top and lose out. Hazers are the only ones to opt for that bottom line, and I'm not sure it helped them all that much. May still be in the mix, however. Going around the outside and the run across the line. It's Team Plasma getting it over Shining Swarm. Thunderbolts and Indigo Stars also will advance. Team Plasma, the 3rd place team, saw the opening when the top 2 in the standings were eliminated in Heat 1, and they are going to navigate their way through it. Shining Swarm, Thunderbolts, and Indigo Stars also feeling pretty good about that. Thunderbolts all the way down in 11th in the standings. May not look like a traditional corn maze. It's definitely a maze. And I mean that M-A-Z-E, not M-A-I-Z-E. I digress. Down we go. And this is the consolation round. Dare I call it the consolation round? I think I'll hold off. Running away on that far side. That's the biggest lead that we have seen for any marble thus far in this event. Ooh, Hazers, hard collision as they come together just beyond that O'Rangers logo. Riding Glaciers down across the finish line. They will win the heat. Coming up next, is it Solar Flares? Yes, they beat out the Hazers. Team Primary and Minty Maniacs rounding out the top 5, at least in this heat. So they'll finish 9th, 3 captains, the only 3 in the consolation round, finish top of the charts. But it'll be 8 marbles who now line up to compete for the Showdown medals. Two captains, 2 reserves in the field. Down we come. Wolfpack were very quick, but they lose the lead. Watch this first collection point as they round the right-hander here and going very high up on it. Indigo Stars actually don't lose out too much. They lost a couple of positions. Wolfpack off into the distance. Jungle Jumpers on that top side. They had a hard collision and that slowed them down. 2 collisions. And can they keep up? Shining Swarm working on the low side, trying to keep their speed going. Wolfpack will win the event. Shining Swarm 2nd. Who will get 3rd? It's Team Plasma. There was that opportunistic move at the end. In the face of the top 2 teams being eliminated, Plasma collects some nice points in the showdown, while Wolfpack win it over the Shining Swarm. Wolfpack 14th in the standings, yet to medal in the showdown. They get 20 points, 17 for the Swarm, 14 for Plasma. What does this do? Plasma goes to the top. They jump up 2. In fact, Turtle Sliders, they drop 2, and the Shining Swarm get by as well. But regardless if your team's in the Showdown or the Marble League, check out the merch. Make your own competitions at the Skyway Chase Marble set. Those are some good shirts, too. You know, speaking of shirts, I actually, for the Iowa State Fair, made a shirt out of corn. Unfortunately, it was disqualified because there wasn't a category for crop tops. All right, down we go here in this opening heat. This is the Marble League proper. Medals on the line in a couple of rounds' time. And look at the log jam at that collection point. It's Balls of Chaos well off the back of the pack. The O'Rangers are leading through their own maze with a hop and a skip. I don't mean for the Jungle Jumpers. Oh, that was a great move just to get down there in the nick of time over the Green Ducks. That was head-to-head, quite literally. They will advance. Bumblebees and Savage Speeders also get by. Blackjacks, Wisps, Balls of Chaos, and Galactic, they are eliminated. Midnight Wisps, the third-place team in the championship standings right now. Galactic in 6th. Heat number 2. Just one captain in this field, 3 reserves. As they crisscross through the helices, they also come to a stop. The Oceanics had to wait. Had to feel agonizing. Oh, several marbles getting caught up back behind. The Limers were the losers in that one. Forced to the back. And several marbles making up some ground. That was a really good move by the Pinkies. Now they get shouldered aside. Snowballs get by, but they're thrown wide. They collect themselves and make it through in 2nd place behind Momo. Pinkies get 3rd, and Oceanics the final transfer spot. Oh, Limers. Mellow Yellow in 5th. Just missing out in front of Cobalts and Raspberry Racers. So the championship leaders eliminated. Oceanics, they make it. Cobalts, the 4th place team, also go no further. We're seeing the pace quicken up, and we're also seeing the strategy begin to play out. Not just as these marbles have raced it, but as they've seen the showdown take place. They know where the crucial points are on this course that can make or break your run. Here in the consolation round, we are off again, and quickly. They are getting the elbows out. It's single file throughout so much of this course, but the multiple pathways you can take allow for some ingenuity, creativity, and frankly, I'm not sure anybody is going to be catching the Midnight Wisp. Whoa! Mellow Yellow just hopped over the Wisps. If I saw that correctly, that marble almost went airborne. Midnight Wisps get the win in the consolation round over Mellow Yellow and Raspberry Racers. Cobalts are stuck on the course. Balls of Chaos finish in 15th. Limers recovered up to 13th. They didn't finish last of everybody this time. But now we await the awarding of the medals. These are the teams that made it all the way through, with a chance as we begin to enter the final few rounds of this entire Marble League to stake their claim an inch closer to a championship. Past that horn, that's where we really see how this field gets shaken up. And right now, Pinkies are down there running away with it. Savage Speeders are closing up. They follow them. They just missed the impact. They forced to go the same side as the Pinkies, which means they cannot defend and overtake. The Pinkies win gold in the Corn Maze. Savage Speeders get the silver, and Green Ducks quietly quack their way to bronze. Pinky Winky, 26.45, the winning time by over a second. Much love to the Marble League from Ian and Michelle, says the Jumbo board. They say, go Hazers. Pinkies up for a gold medal. That's the Pinkies' first gold medal of these games, just their second medal overall. They were down in 14th in the standings. Green Ducks, they were in 11th. That is their first medal. Remember I mentioned last round, they were the highest placed team yet to medal in these games. It's been done. Check it off. Now only the Limers are medalless. Let's take a look at the overall standings. And the Oceanics are at the top, 123 to 120 over Mellow Yellow. Midnight Wisps, who are tied for most medals of these games, in third. Savage Speeders up 5.